My island in the sun, oh, my island home, my island home. Never tell you about where I'm from, my island in the sun, oh.
Carriacou Customs Immigration is notoriously known to be rather bureaucratic. We have to be underway today. It's supposed to open up at 8 a.m. We're here at about 7:45. Let's see if we can get this done in a timely fashion without much bloodshed on my behalf. I like keeping as much blood inside the body as possible. Despite my expectations of an unfortunate checkout experience from Keraku, it was even more unusual than I expected. The middle-aged man was late, but apologized as it was his mother's birthday and he brought her breakfast. As he got the office ready, he sang along with the radio, so I joined in, and let's just say it all went real easy. But enough of that, on to sailing.
The voyage from Tyrrell Bay, Carriacou to Bequia is 36 nautical miles and takes about 6 to 7 hours with anticipated tame wind of about 9 to 11 knots. But that's not how it went.
How did we find this place? I'm looking back now. I can barely see your face. I still smell your perfume when the soft breeze blows.
So there we were, and the wind speed picked up dramatically. It caught us off guard at 19 knots and climbing, coming in from 60 degrees port, so we went screaming along at 8.2 knots.
At some points it even hit 24 knots, so we made the journey in about 5.5 hours.
About 90 minutes early.
Am I halfway to heaven? Is this halfway down? I'm looking for the reasons. These days it's hard to tell. How did we get here? How did we find this place? I'm looking back now. I can barely see your face. I still smell your perfume when the soft breeze blows. From the corner of my eye, I turn to see you go.
Unexpectedly, the wind shifts to our nose as we get close to the island, so bring in the head sail and time for the twin diesels to do their thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Bequia is the second largest island in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, measuring 5 miles
8 kilometers
in length and 2.5 miles
4 kilometers
in width. Home to about 5,000 residents, Bequia is known for its long beaches and pristine waters teeming with life, which is ideal for cruisers to anchor and snorkel.
Originally inhabited by the Carriacou people, it was later colonized by the French in the 17th century before becoming part of the British Empire in 1763, until its own independence on October 27, 1979. The island's economy initially relied on sugar production, but in the 19th century, Bequia moved into the whaling industry, which continues today. But don't worry, it's heavily regulated, mostly ceremonial in nature.
Untouched by mass tourism, it truly is a gem and my favorite island in the Caribbean. Let's show you why.
Bequia is one of the prettiest, most climatized islands to having cruisers around it. It's just beautiful here.
And the first thing that we have to do when we get to a new island is we have to go and clear in through customs and immigration.
Which is conveniently located right by the ferry terminal and by where we dock.
Exactly.
So while not a horrible experience, they're actually kind of polite, generally, went through as fast. Unfortunately, we had somebody ahead of us, the last part with immigration, that had 9 passports to check in, and the 2 guys in front of me both had 8 passports as well. But at least they got in enough before I was done with customs. What was the best part for you about being in there?
Air conditioning.
Exactly. What you'll immediately notice on Bequia is the insane number of drinking establishments. Have a property, open a bar. Imagine a bar in your house. Make a little money off your neighbors and your liver doesn't have to commute.
Don't forget there are a lot of roaming goats too.
Oddly, a large number of barbecues as well.
Hey! And a laundry service that picks up from your boat and delivers ice.
You wash your clothes and chill your drinks? Finally a service that understands priorities.
The produce is all fresh, like the breadfruit, which is used much like you would prepare potatoes.
Exactly, that's why this island is so popular. You guys are so friendly, accommodating to cruisers, and welcome people, and have these little boats that bring fish and diesel and water and ice.
Hey, we're dealing with yachties. Yachties come for everything.
Exactly.
We see them come off,
Yeah.
There's a couple, and they're sharing one. If they buy a Pepsi, they share it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they come with their own water.
Right.
Lately, they have their own umbrellas, their own
Everything.
Really?
towels.
Yeah.
You see it, the model of the ship, the name is on it.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you tell them to go on the beach, and then there's some ladies down there trying to rent the chairs and towels, they got their own.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what are they going to do, you know?
This time
Yeah.
we're cruising, we're actually making more of an effort to try to help out the local economy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 'cause
keep it all
they
working
tell them,
together.
say, you get the Yachties in.
Yeah.
Yachties are the ones.
exactly.
Yeah. You spread it.
A couple things I just learned. People that are cruisers on sailboats, we refer to ourselves as the cruising community. We're just called Yachties.
Yes.
Have you ever heard that before?
I have heard that term. I don't hear it very often, but I've definitely heard it.
I like it. Yachties.
Yachties.
Mr. Piper, thank you very much. Piper's Marine on Bequia had the parts we could not find at the big island stores. Thank you, sir. I am truly gobsmacked that this little marine store on Bequia had the parts that all the big, huge chandleries did not have. This is phenomenal.
By the number of people, you can tell the day ferry from Vincent just came in.
Yeah, there were so many white people I thought it was a Birkenstock convention.
Oh my. Insert eye roll. While rustic islands like Dominica have their own rugged charm, sometimes it is nice to come to an anchorage that has easy accessibility to simple amenities and does not require backcountry hiking to get around.
Gentlemen, that is foreshadowing of an episode to come about how to get her on board with the sailing lifestyle. Watch for that one.
Walking through winter time when the stars all shine. The angel on the stairs will tell you I was there under the front porch.
And then you get these wonderful state villas. Hotel, all-inclusive, everything. Airbnbs, so many options, and it's so beautiful here.
From the sidelines.
The Plantation House in Bequia was constructed in
1950s.
and it was built by
No one recalls.
for the purpose of having the plantation grow.
Tourism, always been a hotel.
There are also neat little places to walk
Up the stairs and down the stairs.
that take you to out-of-the-way beaches and restaurants.
And as you saw in the last video about Keraku and Hurricane Beryl, this island is also still rebuilding from the devastation several months later. And Ellie Mae finds her critters again.
The neon lights in bars and the headlights from the cars.
And if you like what you're watching, hit the like button as it launches our videos out to likable people like you, who will likely like it too.
That's a lot of likes.
As likable as our follower, Kenna J. No one's getting sued there.
But before we head back to Monashee, we stop in for a quick lunch at Maria's.
Where we sample the exotic cuisine of fish and chips with coleslaw. Yes, I do own Birkenstocks.
But life aboard a boat
You mean a yachtie's life?
is not just about fun and exploration.
Since the sail from Carriacou was so speedy, Monashee was smothered in the saltwater spray. Unless you want to be sticky, salty, and soaked until sundown, you need to spray it off.
Ah, the return of alliteration boy. Another service is Paradise Foods, delivering fresh produce and meat for a small delivery fee.
Fresh cut, new shirt.
Yeah,
Great boat, good produce.
absolutely. Romeo always there for us.
Hey, Romeo.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you again.
Yes.
For those of you who do not have real bananas right off a backyard tree, they are as large as you think they are. This is about the size of a banana from the olden days, where they're not being modified, rebred, and hybridized. Tastes like a banana, a little bit sweeter. I like it. And because the sun's UV rays are so strong in the Caribbean, you need to preserve all the vinyl with a special protectant.
You use so much cream, it's brighter than your future in YouTube.
Hey! So while there are many hours to sail between the Bahamas and the Southern Caribbean, Bequia remains near the top of our list for the reasons we've shown you. A beautiful and protected anchorage with crystal clear waters, a myriad of little shops, ease of taking in the sights, and always available fresh food.
And this list doesn't even include the charm of the islanders themselves, which you will see in the next episode.
So join us next time and keep your inspiration for adventure alive.
Thanks for sharing our journey and subscribing. And check out this next video, as we believe Bob Marley would like it too.